Hi friends, it's Becky, and it is time for me to open up the Curated Bead Box Mountain Mist. This is the January box from Curated Bead Box, and they also have a sister store where they sell these at stellarbead.com. And you can find any of these using these model numbers here on the side. If you need to screenshot that, go right ahead. They'll give us this list on here. Sometimes bead sizes and types vary due to availability, so if they run out of one of these, they will substitute with something equal or better. When we do that, we get a little picture of what we're going to have right here on the front of the thing. So let's open her up and we will get that organized. Now, I usually use an 18 grid organizer for my Curated bead box because I can lay down some of the sides and put my findings starter kit in there. But I need to get myself some more of those. So I'm going to be using my 15 grid organizer and just keeping my findings starter kit out of there. Alright, usually with the Curated bead box, we get a pretty wide variety of round glass beads, and we have also started getting some gemstone beads with them as well. And they'll usually be a variety of sizes and finishes. Oh, these are pretty. Look at that. I like those. And there's usually some findings. We'll get some spacers, maybe some charms, and some pendants. Looks like we've got some crystal as well. Oh, these are fun. Look at these fan pendants. And as I said earlier, there's usually a findings starter kit, which makes this a fantastic bead box for beginning beaders. You have everything in here that you need to be able to make jewelry. Let me pull some of this out. You've got some little clasps, you've got some ear wires, you've got crimps, stretch cord, these things, jump rings. I don't know why my brain. You've got head pins, beading wire, and memory wire. And all of these come in here, everything except the tools. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I have challenged myself to do some design on the fly with every bead box that I open this month, and I've already just decided that I'm going to make some earrings with these pendants at the end of this unboxing. So stick around till then if you would like to watch me make some earrings with these beads and those pendants. And in the meantime, we will take a look at these beads up close, and I will get them sorted and to my organizer. Alright, so we're going to start from the top with the largest beads. That's these 12mm jasper gemstone beads. And let me get my little ladybug dish out here, because this way, if I've got it behind my beads, my camera will normalize the color correctly, so you'll be able to see it, and also it will help it focus so that you can see it in better detail. Alright, so these are 12mm beads, and we get a 7 to 8 inch string, a strand of them. Let's get you in there. And then there is a 10mm that's actually the same size as these. Again, they said sizes may vary according to availability, so it's possible that I got 10mm Jasper strands instead of the 10mm. But these are aqua crackle style glass beads. That's these ones. They are a really beautiful teal color. Let's get these in here. Sometimes when you have a very long strand or larger beads, I need to open up these dividers so that they'll actually fit. That's quite all right. And we've got 10mm brown gemstone style glass beads. This is a 6-inch strand, and these are also 10mm. Like browns and blues, they really are very complementary to each other, except especially like warm browns, like these almost orangey colored ones. But then we've got some 8mm dark blue solid color glass bead. There's a 16-inch strand for this, and that's this one right here, and this is a really deep navy blue. And I think with the 16-inch strand, I may have to lower one of the dividers again, because I don't think that there's going to be enough room for it. Yep. I'll have to put the rest of them in here. This is one of the reasons I also usually use the 18 grid sections, because they have deeper wells, and because you usually get longer strands and larger beads with this bead box. It usually houses them pretty nicely. Alright, then we've got cinnamon jade style. I think that's this one right here. It says 8mm, but this feels like, yeah, I think this is 6mm instead. So this is a 6mm bead. It says 8mm on the box, but that is totally fine. So let's, because bead sizes may vary depending on availability. And this is another 16-inch strand. Because they are 6mm beads, though, I may be able to fit all of this 16-inch strand into one section. So let's try it. Multiple 16-inch strands in this. All right, there we go. They did all fit. Fantastic. All right, then there is a 10-inch strand of 8mm blue-gray gemstone style. That's this one right here. It's a shorter strand, so we probably won't need to lay down these sections. I'm going to go ahead and stick it right in here. This blue is kind of a sky blue. It's a little closer to maybe a turquoise rather than a teal. And then we've got 8x6mm aqua rondelle glass beads. That's these. They feel really gemstone-y, especially with like the different colors. Almost like a crackle agate, but they're not. They are a glass bead. That is a 7.5 inch strand for this. Let's put this one right in here. And then these are 6mm golden spot marble style glass beads, and there is, what's the strand? Is a 10 inch strand. There's always got to be one escapee. Always on these. At least one bead that's like, see you later. I'm out of here. You can't catch me, coppers. Am I right? Like, you'll never catch me. Oh, man. All right, and then we've got some golden brown bicone glass bead. There's a 14 inch strand. And it looks like I've got a few loose guys. Let's get these guys on here. I was not expecting them to be out there everywhere. Let's put a few on the plate on my dish and bring them up here so you can see them. Put that over there. Oh boy. Can't catch me, tapas. Going everywhere. Going everywhere. Absolute nonsense. Just pure shenanigans. I need to grab something to get those guys out of there. Huh. It's just sitting there in between all of those other beads. There we go. This is like root beer colored. That's this brown. It's like not as dark as Barks, more like A&W for root beer. That's what color those are for me. All right, now for our findings, we have those chandelier. Let me pull these out, and I'm going to be making some earrings with these after I am done sorting these out. That's the front and back of our chandelier components. They're in a antique silver color. And then we've got some key charms. And there's 3 of each style. They are both styles are 42 by 16 millimeters in size. And that's both of the styles. It looks like both styles are the same on both sides. All right, now let's see. Yep, these will fit in one of these sections. Perfect. Well, hold on. There we go. Why does one fit and the other ones don't? Do you know what's going to work better? Not trying to fight it. That's what's going to work better. There we go. All right, And then we've got two different types of spacers. We have these 6mm spacer beads. There are 15 of these little, like, I guess they're kind of, they're not rectangles exactly. They're more like a trapezoid, a little bit. And then we've got some dotted daisy spacers. There are 30 of these kind. Let me get both of these spacers up here for you to take a look at. I'm going to be mixing both of the spacers into the same section right here. Actually, I might keep these out for designing with it. All right, so there we have the Mountain Mist Curated Bead Box. And real quick, I am going to make some earrings using these beads and these findings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 of these head pins. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to grab some tools. I will use some round nose pliers, some flush cutters, and some chain nose pliers in order to work this. Let's grab some of these. I'll do one earring with y'all, and then I'll finish the second earring on my own. Ooh. And I am just trying to straighten these guys out a little bit because they are a little bit bent. Sometimes your head pins will arrive bent. It is not abnormal. Especially like ball head pins, if they've got a really skinny wire that they're made out of, they will definitely arrive bent. It just happens during shipping and transport. All right. So here at the bottom of each of these, let's figure out what beads I want to use. I think I want to use these guys. A couple of these. And maybe some spacers as well. Let's start with one of these at the bottom, daisy spacer. These and one of these. Yes, I like that. All right, so I've got these stacked on like this. I'm going to do another one just like this, and then I'm going to bend over the top of it. So let's get this stacked up here. How do I have that one? Okay. And again, I'm going to just hold on to the whole stack with my fingers and bend that over to the side. So I've got both of these. Now I need to do a second one that's going to be longer and also has more interesting stuff in it. So let's do... No. I know. Let's do one of these. And then this guy. Then another one of these. Oop. Daisy spacer. Another one of these. And this guy. And then this one. Oof. I hope that's going to be enough wire, yes, to do a loop at the very top. All right. Oof. That is exactly enough wire to do a loop. If I measure from where my finger hits the bead to right here at the base of my nail, that's the right size to make a little loop with my round nose pliers. So I'm just going to roll that up, tuck it in. Now I've got myself a little dangle. No, it's not a little dangle, it's a big dangle. And then these two smaller ones, I'm going to measure the same amount of wire on here and give it a little snip with my flush cutters. You want to hold on to your wire when you do that so it doesn't go flying. And then roll that up. Tuck that end in. Do the same with this one. These are like really giving Southwest to me. It's got a real like in the res kind of a feel to it. It might be like the turquoise color of the glass beads and the silver designs combining. That's just giving me that feeling, that vibe. But yeah, here we go. This is gonna be our little dangles. All right, now let's attach our dangles to the earring finding. I'm gonna use my chain nose pliers to swing open my why are you twirling around on me? You can just swing open this simple loop like that, attach it, swing it open a little bit more. So there's not enough room between the bead and the end of that to get it through there. There we go. Attach it to the loop and then swing it closed. Then my long one is going to go in the middle right here. Swing that open. Let's go like that. Swing it closed. Like that. I like that a lot. And then let's open up this one. You know what? Actually, that didn't take very long. So if y'all don't mind sticking with me for a minute, let's do the second earring. If you don't want to stick around for the second earring, I totally understand. And I will say before you go that if you like what you see, hit the like button, and if you want to see more, hit subscribe. And then there will be a link in the description below for the Curated Bead Box and a coupon code that you can use to get a little bit of money off of your first month's subscription from them. All right. There we go. One earring. All right, and if you're sticking with me, thanks for sticking with me. Let's go ahead and pull out the beads for the second one. I think I need 6 of these. And then 4 of these other ones. There we go. Now I just gotta stack them on here. I do need some of the daisy spacers, I think 3 of these. And then 4 of the larger, what shape is that? I'm not sure what that shape is. That's okay. It's like, it's almost a rectangle. It's rectangle-ish. It doesn't say on the box. box. So here, when you don't have enough leverage to really bend it over the top with your finger, you can use your pliers instead and just give it a little bend like that. That'll do it. And one of the best things about round nose pliers is that you can move as you're rolling it up, you can move it along the barrel until you find the right size for your length of wire for what you've got left. So I just know from experience that this is about the place that I want to roll it from when it's cut to that length. But you can always adjust as you go. Sorry, that it started shooting out and it shot itself right into the side of my finger, and that's why I made that little noise. It didn't actually pierce the skin or anything. It was just a little sharpness. It didn't. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. It was more a surprise than anything. All right, let's swing open our all the way. I guess I could do the middle and then do the outside ones, but I don't know. I like doing like from side to side when I do these. Everybody's got a preference, and it just depends on you. How you do. The most awkward one is doing the outsides and then the inside, because then the sides get in the way when you're doing the middle ones. That's awkward. I don't suggest that, but again, if it works for you, that's the important part. And your wire. Hooray! I have finished my design on the fly. Again, this is just a personal challenge that I gave myself, that every bead box, every purchase, everything that I open, I do at least one design on the fly, whether it's a pair of earrings or a necklace or something like that. And I've been doing that for this entire month, and it has been a lot of fun. I have really been enjoying it, and I really love these earrings. They're gonna be really swingity. I do a wrap-up video on Sundays usually, where I try on things that I've made, and so I will try these on with y'all and you can see what they look like. But there we have the Curated Bead Box for January 2025. Hope y'all are having a fantastic weekend, and I'll talk with you later. Happy beading.